Okay. Colombia is the next nation, alphabetically speaking, covered in Alts and Barton. We made some coins for them. However, what's more interesting is that there were other coins made in the United States for Colombia, but not by the U.S. Mint. Now, Alts and Barton features an appendix that talks a little bit about some foreign coins that were struck at private mints in the United States, and in particular the Waterbury Mint, which actually had some connection with the mint in that it supplied the planchets for the Venezuela 1 centavo, 2.5 centavos, which were struck at Philadelphia in 1876 and 1877. We'll see those coins when we get to Venezuela. And also, from 1888 to 1906, many of the planchets for regular coinage of U.S. 1 cent and 5 cent pieces also came from the Waterbury Mint. So, the Waterbury Mint, therefore, though being a private mint, is no less a real mint for all that. So, the coins that they have made, this is a fairly representative sampling of almost all of them. In fact, I think the only one I'm missing is that this 2.5 centavo made of nickel, copper nickel, that was made in 1881, is also made in 1902, and I don't have the 1902, but I've seen a picture of it in the Krause catalog. I know it exists. Now, in 1886, they made a 5 centavo piece, and it has a large 5 centavos on the back. They also made one of a slightly different design, and it also says 5 centavos, but as you can see, there's a little bit more ribbon work underneath there. They also used that design yet one more time in 1888, as you can see here. So that's what they did. But in 1902, they were making the 2.5 cent, but as that was mostly for the part of Colombia that was becoming Panama, they were almost all taken away and melted, so that's rather rare. But in 1902, the United States Mint is making this little silver coin for Colombia as a 5 cent piece. They also made a 50 cent piece, which regrettably I do not have. This is what it would look like someday if I have a more expansive collection. This is not very complete, but it's what we have. There's a 1 cent from 1921, and you can see again those striations similar to the Peru and Argentine coins in there. There's the back side, 1 centavo. There's a 2 centavo. I don't have any 2 centavos. We'll see some 5 centavos later on. There's also a 50 centavo. This is the 1921, and it even tells you the alloy, everything, 12.5 grams of 0.900% silver, 50 centavos, 50 centavos. Now, not all of these were made in America, but the ones that were not have a somewhat different look. You can see how the arrangement is different in the date. The date's completely under on there. On the non-American, it kind of protrudes out. And it's also the same thing here. They also portray the non-American ones. I don't know. To me, this guy looks almost like Franklin Roosevelt. This guy looks like Caligula. So, but that's just an artifact of the lighting. So, getting back to that, this is another 50 cent from 1922. There are other years that I don't have. Here's a 1 cent from 1933. Here's another 50 cent from 1934. Nice high grade here. Okay. Another 1 cent from 1935. And I have a 5 cent from 1935. And here's a 1 cent from 1938. And there's a 5 cent from 1938. And then finally, here's a 5 cent from 1946. So, I have one last footnote. On the previous one about the Chinese coins, I neglected to show the reverse of the 5 yuan. Just thought I'd pick that up. So, Anyway, getting back to Colombia, there's what we have so far of Colombia made in the United States. Thank you.